brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Splitter in at the 5, down low. And here's LeBron outside, and that one's good. James has got his team on the board to start the game for the Cavs.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping to test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin, and we heard his name arise all season long in trade rumors.
Shumpert with the pass.
On defense, Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. Irving against Parker. Here's Duncan. Here's Splitter. Tries to keep it alive. Mozgov grabs the board.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Now here's Love. Shumpert dishes to James. Shumpert passes to LeBron. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Spurs with possession here. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Well, you watch the Spurs and see how versatile they are, unselfishly finding the open guy. They can be surgical at times in their precision. It's not a surprise that they dominated the Eastern Conference last year and year to year here recently.
And here is Parker after LeBron James hitting the 3. Leonard attacking. And oh, he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get them going.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
As you would expect the Spurs to do, they dismantled the East last year. The top team in the West usually does that against the East, and that was the case with the Spurs. 24-6, best in the West.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
A short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Well, for the Spurs, it wasn't, Clark, that they were just winning against the East. They were, more often than not, blowing Eastern Conference teams away.
Kevin, they would finish with an average margin of victory just under double digits. And that gives you an idea of how dominant they were versus the East. There were very few teams that they had trouble with.
And here is Parker after LeBron James hitting the 3. And that one's good. Leonard's got his second bucket. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the middle, it's stolen by Duncan. Parker kicks to Green. And there's the call on James. And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And the Spurs with some changes. 23 seconds left in the first. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Dishes to Smith. The feed to Dellavedova. Smith against Ginobili. Smith kicks to LeBron. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guards. Aaron Baines out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Bellinelli in at the 3, the small forward.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Ginobili the pass to Diaw. They get the rebound. Here's Baines, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan, he's checked in for Diaw. Leonard comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
Well, Tim Duncan, when asked about his retirement plans right after the 2013 finals, refused to dignify the question with the response. But last season's Spurs run answered loudly enough.
Spurs trail by 12. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Splitters checked in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He laid out their priorities for them, which began with his admonition that offensively they attack the basket at every opportunity. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. And here's Verajao after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. And they double up James. 5 to shoot. Smith dishes to Dellavedova. Another 3 for Cleveland.
An assist like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Duncan. Feeds it to Leonard. Shoots the 3. San Antonio again missing. Here's Smith. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verajao. Love comes in for Shumpert, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving against Parker. And Green now, top of the key. He kicks to Duncan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Now here's James. He's got 13. It's deflected. Irving kicks to Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Boris Diaw's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Spurs trail by 15. Mills with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And there's the call on James. San Antonio making a switch here. 9 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ginobili misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And we've reached halftime. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 13 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Everything appeared to be lined up for...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
And he gets it to go. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
The Spurs continue, guys, to be one of the top-tier teams in the league, both offensively and defensively.
Well, great discipline and efficiency, the continuity of the roster, the stability, and, of course, you know, what Pop calls corporate knowledge, just the unity of this roster that has grown over the years.
The Spurs making a switch here. Baines is checked in, and now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Pass to Leonard. Over Irving, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he's shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it. And for the Spurs, hey, defensively with Duncan and Splitter inside, they've got the size to protect the paint. Leonard, their wing stopper, is terrific and can guard any position on the wing. They use their length to contest shots late and avoid cheap fouls. And the other thing you like about them is they didn't give up a lot of free throws last season.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov, and Smith subbed in for Shumpert. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. LeBron kicks to Smith. The drive by LeBron. Love the pass to Thompson. Tries from the block. Kept alive. 3 on the clock. And here's LeBron outside. Rebound San Antonio.
Remember, he was hot early. 3 3-pointers in the first half, but he may have to start putting the ball on the floor. His shot's not working here in the second.
The 3 from Mills. And the basket good. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers leading by 16. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. It's Ginobili with the drive. Baines. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 14. And when